What was it that you saw? What happened that made you say, I need to now learn about building credit?
When I got my first house, I wanted that $500,000 house on a shoestring budget. I was one of those persons who wanted that Range Rover on a shoestring budget because I knew I could afford it, but my credit didn't show that I could afford to pay it. I didn't have the credit to suffice that. It didn't show that, okay, Regina, you had this $30,000, this $40,000 loan, but you want to go get an $80,000 loan or at least on a Range Rover, or you want to get that $400,000 or $500,000. I didn't have that. Little car, maybe that you don't want. So I had to start with that Grand Am, and then work my way up to what I wanted. Here's the thing with me is if you tell me I can't have something, then I'm going to figure out how eventually I'm going to be able to get that. If you're going to look for a vehicle, and it doesn't matter what state you're in, if you never purchased a vehicle before, or you had bruised credit, you went through a divorce, maybe someone passed, maybe you lost your job, maybe just life happened. You get that car, date that car. You don't marry it. The only thing you want to do is marry your spouse. So you date it and then you get out of it. And that leads into my course. So doing that with the house, eventually I did get that $450,000, $500,000 house, right? And then after I got that, new smell's gone. Come into reality after you make that first payment. But I strive on a person telling me no, and then I figure out how I'm going to get it.
How did you actually move into the direction to where now you got into car industry? What was it that set your feet in that path, and how did you start in that direction?
I got my degree in sociology. I have a bachelor's in sociology. I have my liberal arts in psychology. It's all about the people. I wanted to be in the social work field. That being said, I was very competitive. And then I sold clothes for a while at the local mall, and I was competitive with that. Getting in the car business, my best friend, uncle, he actually got me into the dealership world, in the car business. And so when I realized that, I was like, what? This is, I can help change some lives, but I can also make a very good living.
If somebody was to ask, okay, what are a couple questions I need to ask myself before I purchase a car to make sure that I'm not going to be car poor, what would those questions be?
Well, you want to do your budget. You want to look at what you bring home, not your gross, not before taxes, after taxes, your net. You want to look at your net, what you bring home, and you want to look at all your other bills. You want to look at your household bills. You want to look at your rent, or if you got a mortgage. You want to look at, whether you have credit card bills. You want to look at your whole budget and just make sure that you can afford it, because it's that individual's figure that they can afford that $450, that $500 payment. But did you consider insurance? Did you consider maintenance? Maybe what you need to do is get you a second job, because, you can't afford the car that you really want. The bank said you can afford. Maybe you need to go get a second job in order to actually suffice that. Sometimes right now, just because of COVID, people are paying more for their car than what they usually pay. Not necessarily where you bank at right now is. I'm for the credit unions because credit unions are for the people, by the people. Let me just repeat that again. Credit unions are for the people, by the people.
What is that process of, okay, we open up an account at a local credit union. What kind of relationship do we need to build with that credit union, though, as far as maybe funds or maybe the type of activity that needs to be going on in order to get to a point to where we can leverage that relationship?
Okay, so you taking me all into my course right now, so I got to give this. You can go to cars.reginacourse.com/presale.
Okay.
And you can go there where you can sign up for waiting list, right? Because why you want to go there is because you want to get ready. You're going to pay 2/3 less the price. A lot of individuals say, Regina, I got bad credit. I can't get a credit card. I got bruised credit. I can't get a credit card. They turned me down. What do I need to do? Well, one thing that you want to do is when you ease yourself on over to your local credit union or a credit union, you want to talk to them about getting a secure card if you can't get that credit card. If you just open up that car loan and your interest rates, the double digits, and you need to go establish a relationship at the bank, the credit union, which to me is the bank, but the credit union. And you can either walk in or you can call and make an appointment. You need to learn how to direct your money where you direct your money where you need to go. Don't let the money direct you. So it's just like when you pay your car payment and you want to pay your car off earlier, right? You want to pay your car off. You're in a 5-year loan or 6-year loan, and you want to pay it off early. Now, if you make your regular car payment and then you just send a little extra and you put it there, they're going to take that off your regular payment.